I'm Colin Blackwell, and I'm coming home.
Check. We on your neck. Shooters on deck. All we do win. All we do win. All we do win.
Just talk about your childhood, growing up, you and your brother, your parents. What was it like growing up in Mass?
It was pretty wild, actually. So big sports family, got an older brother who's 3-4 years older than I am. And basically anything here my dad did, I kind of fell in love with. And my dad was a goalie himself, so he kind of gave the love of hockey and sports in general to me and my brother, and I kind of just followed their lead. In our basement, it was unfinished when we moved to North Andover, and we put a street hockey net down there, and my brother just kind of beat up on me. So that was kind of where we kind of had the passion for the game, and every time I go home, I still kind of go down there and fool around. So,
do you have a memory growing up, whether it be with your dad or anyone, of a cool moment watching a Boston sports team?
Probably one of the cooler ones looking back, you look at 2004 when the Red Sox were down 3-0 to the Yankees. I also got a chance to go to, I think it was ALCS in 2013 when they played, it was when Poppy hit the grand slam to tie it in the bottom of the 8th. And then obviously 2011 when the Bruins won, that was my senior year of high school. I sat there, you know, throughout the Cup finals watching it with my dad. From just like a Boston sports perspective, I mean, you can't go wrong. Like, I was a big Patriots fan, like obviously Tom Brady. So I'd say hockey, I think for anyone, whether you're a hockey player or not, it's probably one of the more exciting sports to watch. My grandfather was the biggest Red Sox fan. I remember growing up, NESN was always on, and you know, the Red Sox were always in the background, and he was the one that always wanted to go to Fenway Park, and that's kind of where I got, you know, the love for the Red Sox from him, and you know, the Bruins and the Patriots from my dad.
High school, you choose to go to St. John's Prep. For you, was that an easy decision? An all-boys school? Everyone I've ever met that's gone to St. John's Prep absolutely loved their time there. What was that decision like for you?
Yeah, it's actually, looking back, probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. Some of my closest friends, actually one that I live with now in the summer, you know, my friends from the prep are my best friends, and you know, every time I get a chance to come home, I hang out with them nonstop, and a bunch of them made trips to come see me play this summer or this season. So
you go from St. John's Prep to a small school in Cambridge. Some people may know it as Harvard.
Oh my God, there comes the cross, they score! Colin Blackwell found the puck on a broken play.
Yeah, I'd say when I was there, I didn't really notice it. It's more that when I go back now, you kind of realize, wow, how lucky I was. You know, I walk in there the other day, and it's a beautiful day in Boston, and you just kind of, it's very surreal. You kind of put things into perspective. When you're going through some things, it's hard to really capture the moment, but you know, I'm lucky enough to kind of look back and reflect now and realize, you know, how lucky I was to go there, and kind of how special it was for my family to be that close to home too.
You also get to play in something called the Bean Pod.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, I think my freshman year when we played BU, that was like one of the coolest experiences up to my life, because I grew up watching the Bean Pot and kind of finally get a chance to be a part of it myself.
Blackwell breaks out of the zone. Here's Blackwell as he falls. Oh, big glove save. Here's Blackwell up the middle, coming in on the land, little deep, and a big pad save.
Unfortunately, I didn't go too far in any of the Bean Pots that I played with, so that's one of the more disappointing things I think in my hockey career.
Overall, what does coming home mean to you?
It's the best. I mean, this is where I'm the most comfortable. I went to high school, I went to college here, my family and extended family and friends are here, so to be able to come back here and over the course of the year, you don't get a chance to see them too often and spend too much time with them. When you're traveling around like that, to be able to come back and, like I said earlier, have that support network here, like, this is home for me.
All right, now we're gonna do a lightning round. Best pizza spot?
Pinocchio's Pizza.
Okay, that was quick. Ice cream?
JP Licks.
Coffee?
Duncan.
Favorite coach?
We'll have to say Christian Hansen.
Favorite teacher?
Mrs. Poor, yeah.
What did she teach?
Science.
Were you good at science?
I think so, yeah.
You were?
Yeah.
Neighborhood hero?
I would say Andrew Foote. He was a football player. He was actually a 3-sport athlete at North Andover, and he was kind of the stud captain of all football, baseball, and hockey, and I grew up watching him because he was a little bit older than my brother.